So basically, I remember when I was involved with the Department of Defense and had to help translate for the sake of a 1986 report by the United States Army Center of Military History, the main point of Soviet tactics in World War II, utilizing Maskirovka to try and mislead the Germans, such as Joseph Stalin's Red Army destroying the German Sixth Army at Stalingrad in 1942 and 1943 by building false airfields and phony bridges to draw German fire. The Soviets staffed the location with dummy soldiers to confuse reconnaissance, such as hiding heavy equipment with tarps, disguising an ammunition supply point as a farm village, making tanks look like they were hay carts, disseminating fake news by radio, sometimes imitating German channels. So when I translated that for the U.S. Army Center of Military History, it described the main point of this tactic as the Soviets recognizing deception as the primary way to achieve surprise. And according to the regulations of the Red Army in 1939, deception involves concealment, simulation, misinformation, demonstration, or feints, as they're known, F-E-I-N-T-S in English. All of these methods were contained in the single Russian word Maskirovka. And the Soviets have retained this basic definition to the present time, as have the Russians. It came into being as a military term in the 20th century, but its tradition has roots back centuries, going back to the time of Catherine the Great, and of course the creation of fake propaganda villages, what they called Potemkin villages, after the man who designed them to make Russia look like it was full of people in areas that were completely empty. So when you take a look at Mueller's indictment, it demonstrates that Maskirovka is the essence of everything that has got you Americans buried in a pile of shit, which you eat as if it were cotton candy. And of course, it's all led to Trump being in the White House. So when you take a look at this endless, pervasive Russian-style warfare, using networks of Americans to promote propaganda to you about how you're victimized as a white trash piece of shit, while sending white trash pieces of shit out to blow up your nuclear factories and kill you in massacres, you are now in a state of war that the Russians themselves don't comprehend, because they can't understand and how you Americans keep eating it up, even while your children are dying on television screens, and they tell you that nobody's dying, and these kids are all actors. Like that cunt Rebecca Boyer is telling everybody none of these kids are dead, that they're all actors. So you've got the Russians killing you, and while you're dying and choking on your own blood, and I hope it hurts because you deserve it, I want you to tell your kids how you're an actor and how you got paid to do this, because you're the one who is complicit in Maskirovka. You've got the NRA acting as a terrorist organization, sending threats to politicians, threat letters, in order to get them to support gun permission, or gun, shall we say, regulations that are highly permissible, which allow these massacres. And all of you people say this is to protect your rights for self-defense.